course, the failures of their own approach to the region haven't stopped Washington Democrats from trying to police the internal politics of a close ally fighting for its security, or from trying to tie Israel's hands as it works to eradicate Hamas terrorists. Some of our colleagues have apparently mistaken themselves for members of the Knesset. They've started using the press to cast bizarre, unsolicited votes of no confidence in a sovereign democracy's duly elected prime minister. Talk about foreign political interference. And their Bibi derangement syndrome isn't just unseemly behavior for an ally. They want to compel Israel to pursue policies that even prominent leaders of the Israeli left have insisted they have no time for. It is increasingly, glaringly clear that a headlong charge forward to a two-state solution puts the cart before the horse. Israel needs a partner in peace before it can be expected to make peace. Palestinians need leaders and a government worthy of the name before they can expect a state. As I've said before, responsibility for the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, for the weaponization of hospitals and schools, and for the corruption of aid agencies charged with helping the Palestinian people, all of that belongs to Hamas. Each time Hamas has faced a choice between improving Palestinian lives and taking Israeli lives, it has chosen the latter. And last week, we learned the horrific degree to which international humanitarian agencies have been corrupted by Hamas hate. No fewer than a dozen credentialed staff members of UN's Relief and Works Agency are linked directly to the slaughter of Israelis on October 7th. So let me say that again. At least 12 paid staff of the UN agency that purports to lead humanitarian efforts in Gaza, moonlit as Hamas terrorists on the deadliest day for Jews since the Holocaust. According to news reports, Israeli intelligence indicate that a full 10% of UNRWA staff have ties to the Iran-backed terrorist group that steals aid shipments to build terrorist tunnels. And yet, instead of reckoning with UNRWA's complicity, the head of the agency responded with a whiny statement that emphasized just how few of the supposed relief workers under his authority had been caught killing Israelis on company time. In fairness, UNRWA comes from the same anti-Israel family of organizations as the self-proclaimed global champion for the empowerment of women, a UN entity that took 57 days to condemn Hamas rape and brutalization of Israeli women and girls. The United States and our allies need not search for moral authority in such a fallow field as the United Nations. Unfortunately, even the Biden administration's announced pause on additional funding to UNRWA may fail to carry sufficient weight. As one outside analysis points out, $51 million already allocated by the State Department for use this year will be delivered as scheduled to an organization that clearly lacks the means to fulfill its most basic purpose. So as I said before, there is no room for the tired cast of corruption and terrorism in the future of the Palestinian people. As such, Senate Republicans will not accept any legislation that allows taxpayer dollars to fund UNRWA. And America's ally, Israel, deserves the time, space, and support it needs to remove Hamas from the equation, root, stem and brain.